Alright guys, so this is part 4 of the Fearce Trident 7-string build for Sammy from the band Sensation. I am going to be flipping this over and kind of showing you how that all happens, and we'll be rolling into part 4 of the back of the guitar. So I get these half-inch dowels and I like to kind of pound them in first while the board is secured in with the screws. Okay, and then also what I like to do after that is then I unscrew all the bracings on the side. And let me get around to that side over there. My son Max is holding the camera to keep you guys involved in this process. I also will get like a marker. Since I've had so many holes already done in the thing, I like to lift it up slowly. Okay, make sure you get the right holes when you put it back down. And I kind of get to, did I do it right, you know? Okay, so make sure you kind of mark where your stud starts off roughly. And I will come here and I will mark a circle around one of them because the other one is going to fall like out of the holes in the table. It's not going to fit in any other hole but the one I need. So I will slowly lift it up, and I found it right here. So there's my 2 markings, right? I'm gonna flip it over. What I also like to do is clean off any of the sawdust on the table. So I already re-leveled the table before the project started to make sure that the table itself is flat. And then now I can go and line up my board. But before we do that, I got some 2-way tape here. And what I like to do is, since it's a radius top of the body, I need to have, there's my 2-sided tape on a flat part of the guitar. If not, it's not going to bind with the surface when I flip it back over. I think I'm good. The middle piece. Okay, so that's usually it. And then we want to drop the razor blade on your foot. I'm gonna kind of rub this down where it grabs and it bites. I'm using a 2-way carpet sticky tape that really bites. It's really sticky. Peel off this tape. Okay, I'm going to resurface it on the holes. You get one at a time. You want to leave the dowels a little long because you don't want the tape to touch down and get stuck. And now I'm going to slowly tap from the inside of the board to get it down. And then we're going to now try and apply strength. My right hand is a little messed up. I'm gonna tap this, make sure it's seated in the bottom of the dowel holes. Double check the surrounding and the center again. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna put my screws in the guitar body. Hold it. Oh, and I'm dropping everything. It kind of pinches it back down in place, and I will also trim off this top half of the dowels. Make sure the machine doesn't hit it. Just like so. And since my machine is already programmed to go center of the piece, when I press return to 0 after I change my bit, it's gonna fall exactly to center, mirroring the front side of the guitar, and we'll start the cutting process. So I got the 1/2 inch bit back on. Again, it's finding the measurements of the difference of the last bit I used. And since the thickness of the material ain't going to change, I just reset it back to 0 again. And it's going to fall right on it, see? Right on the tip. Come into my program. I'm gonna open up the file. I'm gonna change it to Floyd Rose bottom. And I'm gonna do the end cavity, which is the rough, take off majority of the material. It's gonna do the bridge pocket and the neck ferrules, all in this one pass. Click on it, shows on the machine, and we start it. Turn on the vacuum, and here we go. Start seeing the back shape. Start taking blade. And everything's exactly where I wanted it as far as the design. Towards the center, you're gonna have a cavity for the bridge, and finish off with flames on the lower and the bottom horn. The drill bit moves down. The 1/2 inch bit, I got it programmed to move down at 0.30 inches at a pass. It's gonna take 2 or 3 passes to get the back contours properly. And we'll see if I was right on the knot being gone. And yes, if you look at video 1, there was a knot in the neck pocket area, and I knew that was going to be gone. And there it is. The knot is going to disappear perfectly. On the next pass, that knot is going to go away. Here we go, people. That's how you do it. So it's still in the roughing mode, but you can see the outlines of the body. Also programmed it to do the cavity cover as well, the cavity area. Trident tri-cut right there. You got a neck bump. Body, belly, body. Perfect streaking right in the center of the neck. Love that. That's great. That's great. So it's about 80% done. You start seeing the volume tone switches pop out from the other side of the cavity. This is probably the last of the body shaping phase. Then it's gonna go and cut out tremolo trim cavity, and it should do cavity inlay cover, recess cavity, and a cleanup around the inside before we move over to the 1/4 inch ball nose to do the clean pass like we did on the top of the body. So it created the cavity lip. Now it's cutting out for the tremolo, and now it's doing the neck barrels. The roughing done for the back. Get your neck ferrules. The neck holes will be drilled. My next drill bit. You got your trim cavity, super thin here, so I just pushed it through my hand. I'm gonna touch this up with a router when it's done. And your control cavity and the cavity inlay. All right. So now we're on the 1/4 inch ball, which is gonna do the clean pass. Make sure that it's at 0. You can see the blade tip, and there we go. I'm gonna open up my program again. 1/4-inch ball, cavity holes, and a ball clean. So this will be my neck, holes, and the cleanup. So it's gonna take some time again. I'll pop in and out so you can see the process. So we're about 30% in. This is what the bit is doing. It's going in. It's cleaning inside the cavity. Cleaning all the top. Leveling everything out. Again, all the bumps will be taken away. While I'm waiting for the body to finish, I'm gonna start working on the fretboard. And you can see the real bark from the tree. You know, it's like, it's real. So I get these pieces and I make them to the sizes that you see. I usually aim for about 0.25 of an inch thick for my fretboards. After it gets radiused and final sanded, and we take it down to about 3,000 sanding on the fretboard. It comes out to about a little over 0.23 of an inch. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna straighten off the ends. I'm gonna run it through my planer, not my planer, but my sander until it's about 0.25. And then we're gonna be able to start putting the bat inlays. Depending on how I wanna approach it, I might do a red epoxy bat inlay or a black one. Or I might even try to use some kind of different thing like copper, maybe, for the bats. So we shall see. Waiting for Sammy to let me know what kind of color pickups he's using. And that'll kind of be based off of the bats for me. But we shall see, people. Queensland maple fretboard. I'll give you a better camera view of this one. When looking for woods, you want to look for like the grain pattern, the structure of it. The medullary rays are these things that you see over here. You can see it at different angles. And usually I'll find out what side I want to use when I get it closer to the measurement I need it at. Crazy, beautiful piece. Here's the contrast with the neck. And I'm going to be having a Wenge headstock cover on top. From the back. Alright, so the clean pass is done. Now we're going to do the cutout, which is pretty crazy itself. But here's my Trident scoops, my tri-cuts in here. Cavity's done. Everything's looking magically delicious. Woo! Man, sorry. Every guitar is just really beautiful. So let's get set up for cutout and cross our fingers, shall we? We're a home run right now. So we're on the final program, which is a 1/2-inch profile cut. Just gonna do the outside perimeter of the guitar, and I'll hold this camera as long as I can, but at a certain point I'm gonna be focusing on the body. So vacuum, suck out some of the steps. Well, here it is again, the final. So when I go do now, you can see it gets stuck in there with the tape. Pretty good. There you go. There's the carcass. And here we go. This is the ending of episode 4. Woo! Yeah! Glory. Sheesh. I want it. It's mine. I want it. I'm going to keep it. Sorry, Sammy. I'm keeping it. No, I'm not. I'm not. Let's see. Let me see how this worked out. I got some cleaning up to do and stuff, you know. Again, everyone thinks guitar building is easy, but there's a lot of steps to do. And there we have it. Ta-da! Okay, so the guitar came out beautiful. The figuring on the blue streaks, amazing. So I'm gonna work on the fretboard and I'm gonna play around with bat inlays and stuff like that. So we will continue episode 5. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, you know all the jazz. Laters.